Cover me.
Is this thing on?
I don't know. And
any second now. Howdy, hoes! What's going on? Welcome to Uncensored Radio Live for another week of abject fuckery and strangeness. I swore straight up. There we go.
There
goes.
There goes.
Oh, it's not that we were going to monetize this episode anyway, but you know. What's going on?
Anybody else just get that notice?
What did it say?
What did it say? Your show's
We're
canceled.
not live.
Says
Yeah, we're live. It says live.
I just got
It says
We're
we're live.
live, baby. We live, baby. Yeah.
Hold on,
Destination
I'll
word.
double check.
Mine
I'll
says
double check.
scheduled.
No.
I don't. The
Mine
chat.
live.
Oh, mate, there's people watching.
Mine's live.
Says live.
Says
As
live.
of a minute and 1 second.
Oh no, I can see us. We're live. We're definitely live.
Yeah.
We're definitely there.
That's a bit-
Definitely
Apparently,
here.
mine's just not working.
There's people. There we go. Hi, people can see us. Hey, Daniella.
Yay!
Hi, Ace. We're here.
See
That was a bit.
us, yay.
That was a bit frightening,
What up,
wasn't it? I
everybody?
didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. Oh.
Fucking
Oh. Anyway, Jeffrey, how you going?
Hi, Kaz. Hi, Daniella.
Girl, it's been something. So I'm putting the kids to bed, right? And I'm reading a book because I can't watch nothing because Gabe won't go to sleep. And he's like laying in my arm. So I have to keep like doing this to flip the screen or whatever. He's like, Daddy. And he grabs my thumb on the side of the iPad. He goes, you could just do this. Telling me how to flip the screen.
Your child is
I'm
educating
like,
you how to use your iPad.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't
5-year-old
want you
showing me
waking
how-
him up when you go like this.
Yeah. He's like, I'm trying to go to sleep, Daddy. And then he's like, Daddy, he's like, maybe Aunt Mitch could watch us so you could get a job and make $1 million. I'm like,
I'm
babe,
crying.
if
Red to filth by Gabe. I
you-
love
right.
it.
Fucking wrecked.
Yeah,
I'm more
yeah.
concerned, Jeffrey, that our children seem to have the same accent that don't match up
Yeah,
with
why
anything
is
in this
what's
world.
this faux British accent that's
All
going on?
those video children.
Happy
Are they your
Daddy?
children?
Daddy.
Tatty.
But you know what everybody needs?
All the your children.
A dead
A little
day.
My
Daddy.
True 10 gummies.
Right.
And then to help get you to sleep
Oh
at night,
yeah.
Mantra Dreaming by Katie Underwood.
We do.
Oh yeah.
And anything else?
Oh, and then, you can go on to Apple Music or Spotify or wherever music's sold, and you can pick up the new Cabell single.
Would you care to advertise our stuff or no? Other people?
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. So you can go to Redbubble.
Like we're important too, damn it.
Redbubble. Do we have the link for people? You could just.
Oh, we
look on
don't, but
our
I've got
page.
pictures. I can. It's all right. Yeah, it's on the page.
Ah,
So we've got some great photos up there. Like
Buy
we
some
talked-
shirts, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
wearing-
on the first date. I want to see
Hold
Luke
on,
wearing
look.
that one.
I'm wearing
Which one am I
one
wearing?
today.
I am
Jeff's
wearing one.
one today.
Wow. Oh,
Woo! Top
Ooh.
row.
I want to see
Represent.
Luke wearing the one that
I love
says
Luke's
power
shirt.
bottom, and I fuck on the first date.
I don't see
Very
why
much
I
so.
need to wear things that are announcing common knowledge. Like, what's
And
the
I
point?
want to know.
We know.
Inquiring minds want to know. Bill and Cody, do you fuck on the first date?
Oh,
Sure. Fucking need a sure. I'm easy. I'm not a whore, but I don't mind being one for the night.
Ah,
It's a cold.
I'm not a whore,
It's a
just don't
cold. Listen
tell
to me.
anyone.
Listen. It's a cold fucking world for us nice guys. We either get dubbed by the bum ass dude who lives with his mom, or we get bummed for the drug dealer or the guy who just has better abs than us. No one ever appreciates the good guy.
You think
So
you're a
whatever
good
pussy
guy?
I can get, I'm gonna get. What?
You think you're a good guy?
I mean, I try.
Leave him
I'm
alone,
doing my best.
Jeffrey. He's still
I'm doing
new.
my
He's
best.
Fresh. He's fresh meat. You can't be like so mean to the poor guy.
I'm not.
You got to wait a couple of weeks. You got to wait a couple of weeks, and then
It's been
you
a
can be
couple of
mean.
weeks.
It has been a couple
I know.
of weeks. We gave you
Right,
a t-shirt.
but
It has been a
forget,
couple of weeks. He
used
can
to
get his
do-
licks in now.
He would come when I would host stand up. He's fine.
No, he's fine.
No, you know.
How are you,
I don't give a
Bodacious
shit.
Brook?
I've had worse shit said to
I
me by
am
homos
good.
in New York. So you know.
I'm very excited for
going on with you?
Halloween.
Yeah,
I'm
girl.
so excited for Halloween. So excited. It's Halloween Eve. Yay.
Eve.
Yay.
Eve.
Halloween
So-
Eve. And we have a big investigation at the jail tonight.
Correct.
And you are going to be in attendance here, Stephen.
I
So
am. I will
excited.
be there.
Yay.
We're gonna
will
I
see.
get
be
to
there.
see you in
We're
person.
gonna
I
see
know.
videos on the show page
We will.
tonight.
I might
live.
give you. I might even go. I might go live.
You
I
better.
might go live. I might do some
better.
live action. But it is all leading up
And
to
show me
our
dressed as
Halloween.
Velma.
Yeah, we're all going up to a Halloween
Hey.
special that's coming up. So be ready because there's some good stories. I've sat down with some of the cast already. I've had some more submissions. There's some really good stuff coming your way. So if you want a little like creepy thrill pre-Halloween, Uncensored Radio is going to give it to you. And someone who brings the goods all the time is, of course, Vera. You.
Hi,
How
guys.
are you today?
I'm good. I'm my partner in crime left for Disney World with his kids today, and I'm kind of nervous because I'm going to be flying solo at work for the next 9 days. But
No, you're a big girl, Vera. You can do
I
it.
know. I'll make
It's
it.
not fun when you have to grow up, though, is it?
Well, he's got a great sense of humor, and we laugh all the time. It's like I'm
How
going to be
big-
laughing alone.
How
in
many
bed.
quarters?
How many quarters? I wouldn't know.
Gosh.
Maybe you
I
could
would-
get him that shirt for Christmas.
She's a classy lady, Jeffrey. She doesn't.
Yeah, she's classy and I'm skinny.
Oh, shot fired.
Wow.
Fired.
hell.
I said, who
Fucking
wants to be
hell,
classy?
Jeffrey.
That's so boring. It's more fun to
Shots
be a
fired
rebel.
on
Vera
poor
is a
Vera.
fucking rebel.
While she's having it.
Damn, you're all sensitive. What are you all turning into Donald Trump Jr. or what?
Oh, we will get
fuck
there. But
that,
speaking about someone who is a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. Hi, Luke.
Oh, hi. How are we?
We're good.
Yeah, look, Steve and I and Jeffrey have had a very busy morning. Can we
We've
talk
been
about what
super
we've done,
busy.
or are we keeping it?
Yeah,
No,
we
talk
can
about
have a
Oh,
bit of a
yeah.
chat.
Such
We can have a
put it
chat.
all
We've been
out.
busy.
So obviously, we've already mentioned it that like last week we've spoken to Joanne, so that interview is dropping soon.
November.
Yeah, so we've had pop star Joanne. We spoke to movie star and soap
TV star.
and voiceover actress Lauren Marie Taylor today. She's most famously known from Friday the 13th Part 2, but she is off the hook. She's going to make Jeffrey and Katrina look like they don't have anything on her. She was
definitely
something else.
sits well with our brand. Let's say
She
that.
got up and she was like spanking her ass, and I'm like, "Girl, aren't you like nearly 60?" And she's like, "Yeah." She
Living
don't
it.
care.
Still rocking it, baby. Still rocking it.
Am I sensing some ageism here?
I didn't
From
need
Luke,
the
possibly.
ages. I just didn't expect it from Lauren. I thought she was a good girl because she played this good girl in Friday the 13th. She was all sweet and nice, and she's just problematic. But
She
you know,
was
she's
a
great
good
fun.
time. She was a good time. We had a very
And
good
she
time
was
with
in
Lauren
Pound
Marie.
Puppies, guys. She was in Pound Puppies.
Fuck that. This bitch got murdered by a powder puff in 95 on Lovin'. A fucking powder
You gotta
puff.
watch it. You gotta watch the episode.
The interview's coming
For
up,
more
and then Steve and
information.
I also chatted to Steve.
Yes, we
Throw
have
it to
just
you.
recently, like
Apparently some hot
literally
guy.
2 seconds before the show, 2 seconds before the show, we have just gotten off a really, really awesome
Yes.
chat
She should.
with Australian filmmaker Chris Sun, because his movie The Possessed is out in cinemas tomorrow in some places in Australia, and next week. It's a really cool movie. I will put the trailer and everything up obviously when we
I'm
for next
kind of
week.
sad I missed it, but Luke, how many quarters does he have?
I reckon packing a fair bit.
You didn't
I reckon
ask him?
there's a whole lot of spare
Yeah.
change going on there, possibly.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is the point of having
very
a show if you're
confident.
not going to ask the most important question to every male guest we have on here?
Actually, we didn't even get his Christmas message, Steve.
Oh,
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
bring it back, and then you're gonna have to ask him.
Yeah,
Jeff.
we're gonna
It's
need a
bad
longer chat
situation.
with
And he's
with Chris.
bringing-
He's a very cool dude.
He said he might bring Lincoln Lewis on because Lincoln
Who's that?
might go both ways, and
I love
I'm gonna
Lincoln
fall in love.
Lewis.
I know, and he might go both ways, and I'm in.
In Luke's dreams,
Oh, I've heard of
Luke
Lincoln
I'm
Lewis.
Lewis.
in. I'm
Luke
in.
and
Okay, don't take this
Luke
away from
Lewis.
me. Just let me have Friday.
I'm crying.
please.
it's a nice day.
You
It's
can
a,
lead a
but,
horse to water.
yeah, we've been a bit busy today, guys. We've been very, very busy.
have.
So there's
We've
lots
been
coming up.
back to
Also, I was going to leave it as a surprise, but Halloween night there might be a little drop of another uncensored horror as well, because we have to sit down and discuss Halloween Kills, which I saw in cinemas last night. I went to the movies. I went to the movies. Gold class as well. Gold class as well. Pre-ordered food and
Oh,
everything.
it's
I was
so
like, this is
good.
gonna be fancy as fuck. And I'm like, this is gonna be amazing. So I sat there and I went with my best
that
friend and she ordered
Yeah,
food at the
for
bar
me.
and it was all good and all great. And she ate her food. I'm like, okay, whatever. People next to them ate their food. People in front of us ate their food. I'm like, okay, maybe mine's just like really late. They start collecting plates. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, oh, I didn't get my food. She's like, oh, okay, no worries. Get this right. Kitchen was closed. So not only did I get 2 free gold class tickets, but I can get a refund on what I paid for.
Nice.
And I didn't pay for it. The New South Wales government paid for it. Boom. Thank you. Thank you, Dine and Discover vouchers. Yeah, baby. But yeah, that's my life. All right, we ready for it? Should we do it?
Do it.
We are.
Woo!
We are moister. Is that an
Nice.
oyster? Ready to get wet in the sea of this week.
Aha!
Hot load of hot topics.
What happened there? Was it really lagged, or did my computer just died?
No, I don't know. Who knows? Dylan could be on delay again. We never know. I think it might be happening, guys.
He's on
Do you
delay.
smell
on-
burnt toast, Dylan?
Dylan's on delay again. This could be an interesting evening, but that's okay. We like
And
it.
we haven't heard Dylan in a. He's
We haven't
talking,
heard-
but
I
we
heard him
haven't
go,
See his
"Bah!"
mouth
before.
moving. It's going to
I
be
can
real
see your
fun.
mouth moving, Dylan, but we can't hear you.
Okay, well, let's jump into the biggest story of this week. Actually,
still
the biggest
here.
story of
Oh, good.
Ish.
you might need to log out and log back in. Yep, there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
We're going to you might just want to take this down because we're actually going to talk about a
Oh,
very serious
sorry.
subject. We're going to talk about the biggest news story of the last week or so, and it happened literally as we got off air last week.
Yeah.
The shooting death on the set of Alec Baldwin's latest movie Rust. Helena Hutchins has tragically died, and director Joel Souza was hurt in the accident in New Mexico. There has been so much news around this. So we will talk about Donald Trump Jr. in a minute. Yeah, who wants to tackle this one first? There we go.
I'll go.
People didn't didn't do their job. It was a low budget film. Earlier in the day, people walked off the set. They replaced it with a different crew. People were not doing their job. They were shooting apparently weapons or a gun or whatever earlier in the day before that. It just is a horrible situation. It's a tragedy, and somebody needs to be held accountable.
Definitely. Vera?
I do think that part of the problem is that they were cutting corners. They were hiring non-union workers. They were less experienced armors. There were, and I think it's a tragedy. My heart breaks for this family and the people that were on the set. But it's time that we all woke up to the fact. I mean, this pandemic has taught us billionaires do not drive the world economy. Workers do. So they need to start paying workers fair wage. They need to hire union people. They need to quit cutting corners when it comes to the labor. You know, a more seasoned armorer would have checked every bullet in that chamber. You know, I think it's a horrible tragedy, and somebody is going to be held liable. The Santa Fe police have made that very clear.
It's just
And
so
as
bizarre,
Safet
though.
says,
Why was
it's very
Well, why-
eerily similar to the Brandon
Yeah,
Lee
it is.
incident.
Well, it is,
Absolutely.
but why were there live rounds even near a set?
Yeah, Brandon Lee.
This is
Bruce
what
Lee's
doesn't
son.
make sense. Like with Brandon Lee, I think that was like a
Well,
setup.
a
Like it
blank
was.
is a live round. It's loaded with gunpowder. You know, and if even
But
if
was
you're
she
shooting-
shot with a live? Was she shot with an actual
I don't
bullet
know
or
if
with a
that
blade?
was determined. I thought it was the blank.
That's what the investigation is about, I believe, is that
Right.
it's not that there was an injury related to a gunshot, which is why they're not labeling it a shooting at the moment, because I think you have to be very careful and litigiously about what you label as a shooting, and you know, I guess it implies intention or you know,
Right.
fault. Yeah, so
Well,
you just
the
got to.
Mexico State Attorney General has been very clear that liability and nothing is off the table. Anybody can and will be prosecuted. Sorry, prosecuted if need be. You know.
Well, yeah, it's just tragic, right, Brooke?
It's very, very sad because then there's such a cloud of who did what around the whole situation that I do want somebody to be punished, but it needs to be the correct person. And I agree that there is a definite element of inexperience in it, and that could be why it happened. But it's imagine going to work and getting injured by a thing that's meant to be not. Yeah, sorry, I can't. I'm already broken. I'm having a semi-stroke. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Do you smell toast?
Yeah, do you smell toast for once?
No, but right during this serious news story, my husband came into our room shirtless and then flashed me. So I'm very distracted. I apologize.
Well, this is
I
when you've got
blame
to
My
this is
kind of
when you've got
man.
to get your professional pants on and just continue on.
I
So,
did. I
Dylan.
didn't laugh.
Are you back with us?
Am I delayed?
Nope.
You are a little
I
bit
hope so.
delayed, but I'm gonna give you a second to answer. So Alec Baldwin is obviously very affected by this, but he seems to be really taking some kind of ownership in it and has spent a lot of time with Helena's husband and son. Do you think that? What do you think of that situation?
I mean, it's just. I said it before. I mean, I think he was set up, and I think the director and the producer are definitely going to be the most targeted people of the entire investigation because Alec Baldwin spoke about the fact that he's never been handed a live round, and all the time he's been in movies, and this guy's got a career that spans for decades, so. He's been on a lot of sets. He's done a lot of action movies. This guy knows his way around props too. I'm not. I mean, he's also on Saturday Night Live. I mean, the guy definitely knows his way around props. This is really some heavy shit. When the story broke, I didn't believe. I thought it was just TMZ just pushing some nonsense. And then when his Instagram finally went up, I was like, holy cow, this is some heavy stuff, and I just feel so bad for this guy because Alec Baldwin's honestly, like people talk on the street. The guy is just absolutely a stand up guy on set. He's as he's aged, he's just become more of a a guru type, mentor type, and people really enjoy his company. And what really killed me was seeing him get just accused of so many horrible things by people who have no idea what's even going on.
And we're going to talk
And
about
so
that
I
now, I think.
I feel so bad for the family of that woman. I admire Alec's resilience and all this, because that man's going through a lot right now.
I just
All right,
hit the bridge,
Vera.
and I thought Jeff was having a stroke. He was out of frame for so long.
Vera, we're gonna talk about one of your favorite
I knew
people's
you were gonna
Yeah, you
progeny.
were all out of frame for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
It's
talk
like,
about
Oh.
this dick job. Donald Trump Jr.
Her boyfriend.
has had a big blowback against his funny shirt that he put on his website saying guns don't kill people, Alec Baldwin kills people. Obviously, they've got beef because,
yeah.
Saturday Night Live and whatnot. And comedy is comedy, but not in the face of something
He's
that
not
is
a comic.
so obviously
But it's
a
not
tragedy.
funny. Yeah.
You can't
He's not
read.
a comic.
He's not a comic, and he can't read the room well enough to go, hey, it's probably not
Well-
something I should be joking about right now.
This obviously brilliant young woman's life is over. Everybody who's talked about her has said she was a cinematographer of some promise, and they were expecting great things from her. And she's over. She leaves a child, I think maybe 2 children and a husband. And my God, it's inappropriate and it's cruel.
Too
Did
soon.
anyone else just hear that warm?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
the aliens were coming then.
I
I'm
thought
like,
it was all
I thought,
over.
holy shit, the Demi Lovato fans have got me. They're coming to me. Jeffrey
Poot
said
Lovato.
that they come to me.
Poot Lovato has come to get us all. But yeah, look, little Donnie Jr., let's face it, he's never had to earn anything by himself. Everything he has ever achieved is through nepotism and, handouts. He has no actual skill, no actual
But nobody
talent.
in that family does.
No
Nothing.
actual
No
brain.
one in that family does. It's like everybody was talking at work.
No
today about
actual
Donald
balls.
Trump says he's going to leave if they institute the billionaire tax. He's going to leave because he doesn't want anybody to know he's not a fucking billionaire.
Yeah, he
But
don't
they're
got
so
that money.
narcissistic that they think that when they do all this
On
kind
welfare
of
in
stuff,
the
it's
90s
like,
show.
it's just completely from privilege. But they're like, oh look, I'm special.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, you
The
guys
vibe
are
that just
horrible.
oozes that I'm special shit.
Poor
Oh, what? Are
Peach
you gonna sit in-
Blossom.
You're going to sit in Camp Trump on this one, are you, Jeffrey?
Absolutely
Come on,
fucking
Jeff,
not.
give it to us.
Let
Be devil's
the girls
advocate.
have it.
I can fight my fucking feelings to go against y'all on a lot of shit, but this ain't one of them.
Yeah, it's like I cannot stand down from this.
Though I do feel like if Perez was a really good guy, he would send Trump some Nitro 10 gummies. Just
Well, he'd
saying.
definitely eat them. Let's be honest.
He needs them. He's got too much Adderall in his system.
No shit.
Oh, they'll kill him one day.
And a lot of other shit is keeping him alive.
You're lucky
Oh, well.
you're an Australian. You don't have to worry about them coming after you.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, literally.
Let's talk about another weird flex this week. Total weird flex. Floyd Mayweather has rebuffed a fan's request for a photo because he had painted nails.
Well, it's like a kid. Looks like a kid.
I think he
does
was
look like a
19.
kid.
Wait,
I think he was
whose
19.
nails were painted?
No, it's still a kid.
The fan's
Looks like he's
nails
like
are
16
painted.
or 17.
And he said, I don't. Your nails are
Kids.
painted. I don't take photos with guys with painted nails. This coming from someone who openly and quite publicly, because it was on Twitter, was all about supporting gay marriage and the Obama administration.
But then he's the same
move on all
person who
that.
said that he would knock out Ronda Rousey or any woman who challenged him. Like, he's a bit of a fuckwit. So, like, is this a
Floyd
surprise?
Mayweather
And you know
is
what?
wrong.
Like,
Yeah.
he insulted this kid, but what's quite disturbing, I don't give a fuck about what Floyd Mayweather says. It's the people all there going, yeah, he doesn't have to fucking deal with homos. He shouldn't have to fucking pose with the
Exactly.
faggot. And I'm like, wow, like, where did you come from? Like,
Is
you
it
fucking
the
so
late?
excited.
Is it like the early 90s again? Did I miss something?
No, but it's like the Trump family's unleashed all the maggots from under the rocks. So they're out there swinging at anybody.
At least they're out in the open.
Yeah.
Easier
well,
to
the
squash
sunlight
that way,
hasn't
right?
killed him yet.
I think that Mayweather has such an issue with this because he's hiding his own truth. Let's face facts.
Ooh.
Well, yeah,
Ooh.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah, at least you know who the
Okay.
fuck they
That's
are.
the crux of homophobia is
But do
I-
we know for
hiding
a
your own
fact
truth.
that this happened?
It's on video, Jeff.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
okay.
yeah,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know
Dude,
nothing
dude
about it,
is
'cause
so
it's not-
closet weirdo.
It's not in my wheelhouse of things. I don't really know who he is. I don't care.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
I
only
it's
know
on
this
video.
is
It's-
on
He does this
WWE.
for a living.
Oh yeah,
It's on
it's full blown. It's full blown like on video.
He ain't punching
on-
my kitty, so I don't care.
TMZ Sports, I
boxer.
believe. It
Shitty person.
all happened live, I believe. So, woo,
Wasn't his
you know.
father the better boxer? Isn't he like Junior?
I
Oh,
hate
Wrong?
this.
we know.
I could be. I mean, I don't know.
The ultimate. I think the ultimate question is who really cares. But
Is he
Moving
the-
on.
I tell you something that people are having a lot
Well, yeah,
of
he's Floyd
feelings
Mayweather
about.
Jr.
The
But
delays
wasn't his
back,
father
kids.
a boxer as well?
No one.
We broke Jeffrey.
Oh god, the
Again.
delays back. That's all right.
It's
This
alright.
is all right.
It's
So
doing okay.
people are getting very upset about bisexual Superman.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay.
Man,
People
I
are dumb.
cannot.
Oh,
Dean
come on, guys. Let's be
Kane.
honest.
Yeah.
It is
If
sickening.
Yeah, hold on.
you read-
Let's wait.
Oh, for
Let
God's sake.
let me
for
just
God's
outlay the
sake.
argument first, and then we can go. So, obviously, Dean Cain, who played Superman in Lois and Clark, has criticized it as bandwagon jumping, and I kind of agree with Dean Cain in what he has to say. He's saying that they've done Robin as bisexual, now Superman's bisexual, but they're doing it for the woke factor when they could be pushing it forward. Where's his quote? If I can read it on this, it's a big article.
Oh
Um,
my god.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Brave would be having him fighting for the rights of gay people in Iran, where they'll throw you off a building for the offense of being gay. Why don't they have him fight injustices that created refugees whose deportation he's protesting? That would be brave. I'd read that. Or fighting for the rights of women to attend school and have the ability to work and live, and boys not to be raped by men under the new, warm and fuzzy Taliban. That would be brave. There's real evil in the world today, real corruption, government overreach, plenty of things to fight against. Human trafficking, real actual slavery going on. It would be brave to tackle those issues, shine a light on those issues, and see the character doing right. In that sense, I would read that comic,
please.
and I don't disagree. I don't think that going,
I do.
oh, LGBTQ switch.
Oh, because
is
I
enough.
open up my Superman comics to fucking watch, social commentary and to see like someone saving the world from all the injustices. Like, no,
But
like it's a
that's the
superhero
po-
comic.
Well,
that's the-
I don't have any problem
Yeah,
with.
he kissed the guy. Like, who cares? Like, because you're gay, Steve. Are you gonna fucking save the world for all gay people?
But it's
No.
not the point. That no.
That's not the point.
No.
No,
That's
you
not
can
the
do
point.
both.
That's not.
We
Yeah, you can
walk
do
and chew
both.
gum.
And that's
if
not the
we
point.
got-
Let's
if we want
let's
to
be fucking
imagine-
honest. Superman's not a human to start with,
That's what
so
I'm
how
saying.
can he be
That's what I'm talking
bisexual,
about,
gay, blah blah blah?
Listen,
What the
I got
problem
news
is-
for all of you
Very
motherfuckers.
character.
He ain't real.
He ain't real. He ain't real.
He
That's the
can
problem.
be gay. He can be
But
straight.
don't-
He can be a hermaphrodite with a penis and a vagina. I don't fucking care.
That would be so exciting.
It would be actually.
Who knows that
He
human
could
that
fuck
Superman even has
himself.
human genitalia?
I'd watch that.
You know what I mean? But the point is, I actually get what Dean Cain is saying, because they've done it with another character. They're doing it with this character. But what's the point of it? Is it just to be seen, like to
Well-
go, yes, that's representation?
Part of the
They could go further.
part of the appeal of the Marvel comics was that in the
DC.
DC. No, I'm talking about Marvel. I'm
Oh,
going back
okay,
to
sorry.
the other franchise. Part of the appeal was that Captain America fought the Nazis, and it was about
Thank
dealing
you.
with this very
Thank
real
you.
evil. You know, so
I-
we can still deal with some real evils that still exist in DC world. You know,
Now the other issue is the colorist that has left, and
I
it
mean,
turns out to be a bit of a a Republican rant saying that they've changed the slogan from truth, justice, and the American way because apparently him being a Republican and the wokeness of Superman makes us all bigots because we won't
We're bigots
accept
against
that.
all those Republicans.
We're bigots against the Republicans.
Poor old
Oh
white
my
man.
God.
Here's the thing. So Dean Cain was in a gay movie. I don't know if anybody on this panel's ever seen it.
Heartbreak Club.
Yes, I love it. It was a great movie. I don't necessarily think this dude's a homophobe. I don't really see anything wrong with what he had to say. I think it was his
There was nothing
opinion,
homophobic.
and it was fine. And I don't think that he was necessarily wrong. I think he brought up some really interesting points.
Yeah, I
Work.
agree. I mean, but
Jeffrey.
Since it is an imaginary character, can't we imagine he's gay? What's it gonna hurt?
Exactly. And what does it matter? But what does it matter? And like, if we're gonna get real specific, it ain't your granddad's Superman or your dad's Superman anyway. It's Superman's son. It's not Clark Kent. So like, calm down. Just because you like Superman when you're a little boy doesn't mean you like boys. It's okay.
Do you think that's gonna mean that because there's he has two sons on the new show that they got out there that's actually pretty
Superman
good.
Lois.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that I actually watched it and liked it. They have twins, and there's kind of a homely one, and I'm wondering if he's going to be the gay one.
You never know. Well, WandaVision have done it. Like in WandaVision, one of their children is canonically gay in the like Marvel universe. So it's the way of the world, and if you can't let pretend people have a lifestyle that they want to have, I think you got bigger issues, man.
What's the matter, Dylan?
Yes.
Dylan, we can't hear you, dude.
He said yes.
Yes. There's a Superboy on Titan. Yes, there is a Superboy on Titan.
It's going to come in like 3 minutes from now.
And if you watch Titans, which I think is on HBO Max, Superboy is
he's fucking hot as shit.
Superboy is hot and he's naked all the time.
Yes. Oh, I love. Kate loves that show. And I'm like, I didn't know that it was going to be so graphic. So the kids and I started watching
this show.
And I was like, shit, this is bad. And I was like, oh, thank God. Gabe, of course, the 5-year-old.
Connor.
I'm like,
Connor.
oh, God.
Ken.
Yeah.
Connor Ken.
He's hot as fuck.
There we go. There he is.
Should we talk about more imaginary hot people that are going to come to our screen?
Oh, please, no.
Oh, Ryan Gosling's going to be Ken in the Barbie movie.
That's not attractive to me.
Oh my God, I love him.
He's not Ken.
Yeah, Vera's ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about Margot
How much
Robbie
are they going to have to
than
waterproof those seats at the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
If he's in there.
Look,
Are they going to show him naked with like no dick?
I know. See, that's what I want to know. Are they going to make it? Are they going to make it like real Barbie? Is she just going to be flat, and is there just going to be like
Connor's probably going to be the one that comes down.
Oh, it's
Look,
like
if
5
that's
minutes.
the case, at least we'll get to see Margot Robbie's titties. Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
good
See,
with that.
Ace was
Barbie
the first
don't have
person
no
to bring
dick
this
in
up.
Oh.
What?
Is he going to be
Oh,
anatomically
Dylan.
correct?
Oh.
Funny, but look, I think that's great. Someone did say not Ryan Reynolds, but I don't know if
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is necessarily Ken.
He could play Ken.
Yeah, facts.
What about fags?
Well,
I think he said fake.
my whole thing is like, so like going back to like
What?
changing the thing from truth, justice, in the American way. You just want
we
me
are
to
like
speak so you
5
see that
minutes.
fucking delay again, you asshole.
We have a 5 minute
I
delay,
think this
Dylan.
is like the last news story.
Yeah, we're a news story behind.
His
Dylan.
picture's got. What
You
is?
can't hear me?
No.
It's cutting it out.
I said that 5 minutes ago. Oh dear. Anyway,
Oh, that poor bastard.
I know he's having a bad time. All right. I don't get the like the hubbub about this. I don't have kids. I didn't grow up in this time. everyone is really frothing about this Lightyear movie.
Why are they? Are you kidding me? I just saw a bunch of wet people talking about Chris Evans. That would be he'd be a great Ken.
He
That
would
was-
be a great Ken.
Could be a great anybody.
I'm really hoping that wasn't his dick because it was like crooked and shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't really that big. It was kind of
Captain America can't have a crooked cock.
Yeah,
You hear this first.
no. But they only really did like a clip at the end that had the voice, and I'm like, it sounded like Tim Allen. So there's the biggest controversy right now that was on Twitter was that they fired Tim Allen for being a Republican. That's what people are saying.
Well, look, Tim Allen.
Oh my God,
Look,
Republican
I have to put up the
outrageous.
banner. Hold on, because if you know anything about Hollywood, you know that the biggest rumor about Tim Allen is that he fucks little girls. There we go.
I've never heard that.
I've never
Well,
heard
yeah, do
I've
some
never heard
research.
that either.
Do some research because you'll be disgusted. Yeah, I don't
I
get
like
the
time
Buzz Lightyear
improvement.
thing. I don't
Apparently the
I
little
don't
girls
get it.
didn't know. That's why they
Santa,
were
is that
boys.
you?
That's why they had
I've never,
sons.
but I only ever saw the first Toy Story as well. Like I'm not like of that gen. But I don't know. I don't have kids. I
Okay.
think people with kids are fully moist over Toy Story.
It's a stale
whatever.
topic.
Really?
Let's
I
go.
Are y'all
gotta
talking-
confess,
Talk about Buzz.
Yes, we are.
I'm all about Chris Evans. Forget that it's Buzz Lightyear. It's Chris Evans.
Yes, I do
Zero
love
and-
Sequest.
Okay,
I
let's-
loved What's His Fuck. Jonathan.
Oh, he's dead. Poor Jonathan Brandis.
It went real dark.
He looks cute as a girl, too. All right, yeah, let's move on.
Ladybugs.
Something funny,
All
fucking
right,
Steve.
you
Give us
want?
something funny.
Let's go feel good. Let's go feel
Oh,
good.
no.
The Renaissance is in full
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
swing. Brendan
Oh.
Fraser's gonna be a Batgirl, y'all.
Okay, there's got to be a fucking rule. We can only talk about Batman comic books and shit once an hour.
Well, that's
I
what was
can't
in
do
the
it.
news this week, girlfriend. So
Boom!
I'm more excited about Brendan Fraser because Brendan Fraser is the ball.
He has seen some rough times.
I know, poor dude.
Girl,
Get
he's
with the
the size
times,
of a
Jeffrey.
moose.
Yeah,
He's huge.
Jeffrey got
Seriously, he's the
That-
kid from.
you want to know
Small
where
World
Rudy
Okay.
is? He ate her.
He's a fucking treasure.
Jeffrey. He got fingered and stuff. Leave him alone.
He got fingered by who?
God.
I have to.
Who gives a
quickly
fuck?
jump on.
He's funny.
It was a totally different Tim Allen that was accused of pedophilia. It
Oh,
was
well,
not
whatever.
Tim Allen from Tool Time. It was
Oh.
a Tim Allen who was a
crying.
chef in Europe.
Well,
Vera.
there's still people
The
fucking children, and
guy
that's not
alone
right.
has been through a lot.
And Jeffrey.
Here,
we go.
because you
didn't
get
kill
fingered
himself.
on a constant basis, Jeffrey. You're okay with it. Doesn't
Check
mean he is.
IDs before you say
Hey,
yes.
Dylan, I got a secret
I
for you. No one
Wish.
fingering him.
No.
Oh,
And I
God.
typically keep my nails too long to do the legwork myself.
What?
Unless you're taking colonoscopy.
God.
Oh my God! Why everybody around me? Like 4 people I know just went and got a cold.
I'll
No,
get a
no.
And I'm
fuck
like,
you. The fuck
I'm
you did.
jealous. How are you guys
you
getting
have
more
polyps?
action than me? What?
Do you have polyps?
I mean, I could get some if that's what it's gonna take to get a hot
Oh
dog.
my God.
For it.
If that's what it's gonna
I
take.
think it's some Cheerios up there or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Can I
breakfast
tell you?
cereal.
Can I tell you who doesn't have polyps?
I'm crying.
This one.
Well, she might.
She looks like somebody on this show.
Emma Martin made a comfortable living for herself selling videos of her passing wind. Turns out her flatulence videos date all the way back to 1999, so it isn't temporary insanity. She makes sure her diet gives the audience the biggest bang for their buck. One of my favorites is coleslaw and baked beans mixed together. That is fucked up.
Why was that not a
She is
WTF
fucking
news?
deranged. I'm
Um,
sorry. Good
fuck
on you,
you.
girl, for making
$4
money.
grand a month? Bitch, I'll be farting on camera later on Chatterbait. As soon as we're over, check me out. Fucking 115. Chatterbait. Okay, look
Yeah,
for me.
you got to see his
Although,
polyps going.
I think one of the most interesting things about this is we're all curious if she either gets more money if she shoots herself
I
or
am
less.
Broke me.
commenting.
Thank you. Thank you. Is a shot more money or is it a deduction?
Well,
Like,
it's a
this
business
lady
expense.
shot,
Don't even know.
Does she double
She
her
needs
income?
more research. Dylan,
Yes.
will
Making
you
plenty.
research
Can
fart
we
mom?
get her on for an interview, please?
Yes,
I'm
please. Brooke,
crying.
Dylan,
We
Dylan,
need
get her
her.
on.
Fart mum. How was you? Well, I was known as Fart Mum.
Could you
How
imagine this
proud.
bitch coming on this show? She'd have no idea what she's fucking in for, and we'd all be laughing through the whole fucking thing. She'd end up clicking. It'll be great. Let's get this bitch on.
Oh my
Because I'm gonna be
God.
like,
Oh,
fight
I
for
think
me,
it'd be
baby.
amazing. And could you imagine her Christmas message?
It has to be a
That'd be a good
smell-o-vision.
time.
Oh,
Mr.
my.
Hanky, Christmas.
We're just
food.
gonna call her Farterina.
Farterina. A little farty the Christmas elf.
Fartina.
All right. Well, speaking of Christmas, Christmas came early for
I'm
the
sick of
people
this
that
show.
work at Spanx.
Oh,
Yay, great boss. Woo, okay.
Hello, what? This person is the
we
best
have
boss
to?
in the world. The best
what
person
do
in
you
the
think?
No.
2 first-class
I'm not
tickets
interviewing
and
her.
$10,000 worth of
The fuck
spending
no. I'll throw
money.
up halfway
Vera
into the
does not.
fucking interview.
Vera does
I'm
not.
not going to complain that she gave something, but she did not give that much. When you talk about the money she made, this is less than 0.3% of the money she made. She could have gone up to a
Oh,
whole
that gives me a bad
percent.
itch.
Come on, and given them 30,000. 1% of 1.5 billion wouldn't have even scratched the surface of the money she made. She could have been a little more generous.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
dude,
a
I don't
bitch.
care. I just want to go on holidays, and if someone's going to pay for me to fly first class, I'm down.
Yeah, but you know what? If you make $70,000 a year, the amount is less
I
than
wish.
$50 in a tip. It's not
Well-
that big a fucking deal.
And they gotta pay taxes on this gift.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well, that's shit. That's
I mean,
shit. That should be
yes,
tax-free.
They're all happy. It shouldn't be tax-free, but it's not. But it could have been more.
she could
I
have
think she could have
easily.
given more. You know,
She
made
could.
a lot
Anything
of
is
money
good.
with their labor.
But she could have gave
Anything is
nothing,
good.
Vera. We got to look at it that
Yeah.
way because most bosses they don't share the wealth. Look at Gina
She could have
Reinhardt
bet-
here.
And I get
He's
good
put
on her
more
for even
Big
the
Macs
thought.
into her body than she has dollars in people's pockets.
She could have, yeah, like
She could have gone.
she could have fully she could have Bezos them all.
He's still doing it, and
them
everybody's
a
still
dick rocket?
buying from Amazon Prime.
She's a woman though, Vera. She's a
Really
woman,
called her
though.
Jeffrey.
And do you know what? The Gunt is a lucrative market. You gotta lift it. You gotta lift it and hold it back.
You know what's so weird that you're talking about that, and right now I'm lifting mine and putting my hands under it to keep them warm. Just
Smell
saying.
them. Smell them
I
for
guess-
us on camera.
Oh,
Turn on the heat, you cheap
What?
bitch.
It smells like
wrong?
laundry soap.
Oh my god. Y'all are messed up.
You're welcome.
No.
Okay, let's move on board, and we're losing viewers.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna do feel good moment because
Oh,
Vin
fuck.
Diesel
Fine.
Paul Walker's daughter down the aisle. That's
That
a
was
little
very
bit sweet, right?
Old almonds.
That's a very, very sweet
This is very,
story.
very nice of him. That was
And
wonderful.
I don't fuck with Fast and the Furious,
right.
but you know,
I don't either.
that's like, I
Fuck you,
don't
Bob.
fuck with it,
I've
but
watched
it's
a few,
okay.
And I've always thought Paul Walker was quite a good actor as well. It's very sad what had happened. It was
Not a
almost
good driver, but
mean,
you know,
who dies in a fucking car accident?
He wasn't
in movies about
driving.
Cars? Like,
He was too when he
Doesn't matter.
crashed.
No, it was
no,
the
someone
other
else.
dude
Wasn't
who
someone
owned
else
the
driving
car.
when he?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
he
thought
still
Yeah.
died in a car, and he's made famous from fucking movies about cars. I
I'm
mean,
crying.
He wasn't driving. If he was
No,
driving, he
no,
probably
shut
would have been fine.
Anyway,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
drive.
NBA.
That's why you don't drive high performance vehicles on the street where they shouldn't be driven, right?
Right.
or into things that kill you.
All right.
Next
Well-
topic.
Yeah, really. We gotta know something funny.
You know what?
We're just bombing tonight. We're
You
just,
know what? It couldn't be as bad as this. the face sliding against the
Oh,
She
my
got
God.
wrecked, but the guy,
Oh.
apparently the cyclist,
his friend that was
more
driving.
injured than her.
Yeah.
He got more injured than her from that fall.
Well,
Well,
he would. He was going at speed and she was stationary. So
Probably.
I don't know.
but
She might have some fucked up teeth after that. Man.
her face slid across the tarmac.
I
She'll
know
be
which
like
one
fucking
of Betsy's
Leonardo
eyes-
DiCaprio in
So
Man of the Iron
my
Mask.
question is does she have to pay for his bike?
She should. She should have to pay for all his medical expenses too. Stupid.
Honey, you
What
see what
the
she
fuck
was
is
wearing?
wrong?
Maybe
her.
maybe she's the person that would be the best one to produce our next theme song.
Do you reckon? Hey, do you reckon that she was the one that was at the Tour de
Are you
France?
ready?
She's just going around. She's going around
I've
fucking
been
up
around
bike
bike
races.
races.
She's like, oh bonjour. Then she's somewhere in fucking. I don't know. It sounded like Spanish to me.
Oh
I don't know.
yes.
That sounded racist, didn't it? Sorry, everyone.
If I was going to run out in front of the bike and I
The
knew I was
sign
going to
said
get
canaries.
connected, I would have had a helmet on
He
and
fucking
some
died.
shit pads at least.
All right. I want to get a little topical on your asses, so I'm bringing back this.
He
this
took
little,
the bike,
little
her,
gem of
and
a
the
segment
whole
called
fall of the pavement.
"The View from Here." Fucking hell. Okay, this week's View from Here comes courtesy of the news story of Princess Meiko of Japan, who basically had to forego her royal status to marry a commoner.
Right? She was a bitch
something
with the
that-
fucking sigh that just knocked out half the field.
Anyway, he's still commenting on the last story. And she knocked back a $1.3 million payment from the
At
government.
least come prepared.
I have
take
to
a hit like
ask the panel. I gotta ask the panel. If it came down to it, would you choose love or
Fuck
money?
no.
Money.
Vera.
Out of your
I
fucking
ain't
mind.
taking that
Mira.
fucking money. I ain't taking that
Good
money.
girl. Good girl.
I ain't taking that money. I'm still
Expand.
married,
Expand
but
a little
I'm
bit.
Taking the money.
Come on, expand a little bit. Why?
Because you know what? It's easy to be miserable poor. Why not give miserable rich a shot?
Good
Exactly.
girl. Girl
All right,
Fiona.
Brooke, you're the married one. Love or money?
Oh,
I've
look,
been
I've
broke.
been married twice, so look, I'm collecting husbands. So,
Damn.
and I'm not rich yet, so I would take the fucking money, and collect a new last name. Easy. I love my husband dearly, but fuck me, that's a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
I applaud her. Good job, honey, but
That's a lot
fuck
of money.
your dumb.
Well, obviously he's got money as well. Already.
How much did she turn down?
$1.3 million.
A lot.
Oh, it's not
But-
that
A lot.
much.
But if
I
you
hope
Google
he's got a
her
huge
net worth
But she
is
turned it
10
down for no
million.
reason.
She has 10 million in personal net worth before taking the payout from Japan.
Oh, well,
She
then
could have
why
had
would you not for $1
$11.3.
million?
Bitch is
I-
literally living and sitting pretty.
It's insulting. Insulting.
Jeffrey, I'm going to ask you, but I think I know the answer.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Of course I'm taking the money. I've already done the whole fucking love thing once. I'm good. Like, fuck you, give me the money. Keep your
I can't-
dream. Give me the
I
money.
can't wait till we do our Valentine's Day special.
Oh god, I'm getting drunk
I'm
for
not
that.
gonna be on it.
Luke,
I'll be drunk as fuck.
love or money?
Absolutely the money, because
Liar.
I think no, love is just
As long as
very.
they're a narcissist, you're down.
If they got money, then sure.
Well, then how come you didn't get with Richard while you were in New York? Hmm?
Is he a narcissist? Is he
No, but he's got
calling
money.
out your friend, girl?
Yes, he got money.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, bitch, I just told him that if he buys me a condo in Florida on the beach, I will shower him. I think I'm fine.
All right, we're going to give Dylan 2 minutes to reply. Dylan, Cody, love or money?
2 minutes. Money, because I've been broke my whole fucking life, and love is a fucking lie.
That's dark.
Love is a
That is-
battlefield.
oh, that is
I agree
dark.
with Dylan.
Whoa,
I do agree. It's very
Wow.
temporary.
Sometimes
Yeah.
money gets you the love you want too. Just saying.
Or the,
Money
or the
attracts
love
the
you
bitches.
need. Let's face
Good
it.
and bad.
who needs love, really?
Look at
But-
Hugh Hefner.
Erica Jane.
He had lots of girls that loved him.
Everybody needs money.
Everybody does need money. And look, my quote is gonna be from Halsey's new album title, If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power.
Great album.
I want power. Then I can boss people around and force them to love me.
It's a lot
You
easier
know
to
what?
cry in a limo than on a bicycle.
Right?
Right. That's
Prove
what
to
I always
stretch
tell
out.
my kids. That's why games like Daddy, let's watch this and you go make $1 million. I'm
If it
teaching
was
them
that
all.
easy, Gabe, if it was that easy, Dylan would have better internet connection because Jeffrey would be paying for it.
It's fucking right.
All right,
Yeah, no shit.
Vera,
Yes, darling.
it's that time of the week.
Is it? Oh my God.
It is. Are you feeling toasty?
I'm a little warm.
You
She's a
smoking
little
that
warm.
pops again?
It can
I don't
only
smoke
mean
anything.
that it is time for Vera Ver. Ooh, steamy.
Ooh.
All right, Vera, here we go. 3, 2, 1, vent.
All right, kids. Here in New York State, we're in the height of political season. We got a big election coming up next week, and there's a lot of things going on. But more importantly, overall, I want to talk about elections and democracy. We have this entire segment of the world, it's not just the United States, that feel that only certain people are entitled to run the world, and they are rich white men. And the rest of us need to just shut up and put up. Well, kids, they ain't got your best interest at heart. They're only going to give you $10,000 and a plane ticket if they give you anything. You've got to fucking vote. And you've got to vote to protect the right to vote, because democracy doesn't exist without free and fair elections. There's a whole bunch of people who don't think that the elections are so free right now, but the only way we're going to fix that is if we all vote. Get out there, vote. Every country, every democratic country in this world has better election turnout than the United States. And yet we sit around and talk about how great and how free we are and how everybody loves our freedom. The biggest freedom we have is not the freedom to own guns. It's not the freedom to spout off like me. It's the freedom to vote. You need to get out there and you need to vote, and you make sure that your representatives know that they need to protect the right to vote. Because if we're not voting, we're not nothing. We're not free. We're not great. We're just slaves, paying the man to be his servant.
So what you're saying is vote.
Fucking vote.
So can you give me an
I'm not
absentee
asking you.
ballot?
Huh?
Can
It's
you
a
send
little late. I could have sent you an absentee ballot. I could have got you one, but it's too late now.
Son of a bitch.
I feel like I'm just going to go work for Spanx and solve my problems.
No shit.
Right?
You know?
You're
Right?
not gonna
I'd be
get the
I'd look skinnier because I'd be wearing Spanx 24/7, and
I
I'd
need
be
She
going
Spanx
somewhere
for my
first
face.
class.
She sold the business to the man, so all those bonuses are all over. You're not gonna get
I'm just
it
gonna
now.
I'm just gonna keep tagging her and stuff and be like, hey, give me some fuck. Look,
Vera says
what-
you're a cunt, but I think you're nice.
guys, what is the worst that can happen? Something like this.
Stitches down.
Look,
And him.
You need to shorten that clip. It's too
no, I
long.
like the anticipation because it joins this one.
One.
Go! I feel like that is something I have done.
And of course, this one.
You really,
That
you know,
is
if you
probably
could have
the reason
gotten.
you have back problems.
Oh no, I have back problems over a lot of other. Bitch, you know how many bed frames Joe and I broke? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's-
Next week on our new show, Bitches Fallen, the podcast. It's great. I love it. We'll call it bitch
Oh my
down.
God.
Listen,
Thank God
nothing.
all my faults happened before the internet.
Right. My father's a big dude, right? So one night we're at mom's and it had snowed a bunch and I stopped over there. I don't remember for what. And all of a sudden, like, Joe's like, where's Vito? And we're all kind of like, yeah, where the fuck did he go? He went outside, but he wasn't out. So we realized, we looked out the back door and we could just see his feet sticking up. He had tipped off the deck, and in between the deck, I mean, it was a small space between the house and where the stairs went. He tipped over and fell in the fucking thing, and he couldn't get himself back out because he had broken his back and his neck.
Oh my God.
It was no, he didn't break it like that time, but he had broken it years past, so he doesn't have a lot of strength. So yeah, he was stuck in a snowbank for a solid like 10 minutes. Upside down.
Oh my God.
When I was at college, I lived on the back side of the university, on the back end of the dome, which is the stadium at SU. And there used to be 217 steps up and down to the dome. And it backed up on a high-rise building. And once football season was over, nobody shoveled those steps. And I spent every fucking day going down, please don't. Oh, I forgot. The 8th floor of that high-rise was a bunch of guys from campus who would score you.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say though, Vera, were you out there like Baby from Dirty Dancing on the steps? Remember when she's practicing?
No, I was holding under that rail going, please God, don't let me get a 10. Please God, don't let me get a 10.
See, that's why
Don't let me get a 10.
that one chick we had on the show, Katie, that lasted a hot minute, who just got married. Congratulations, bitch. When I was watching her kid, I got the Ring doorbell. And she's like, she comes in and she's all pissed off. She's like, oh my God. She's like, your stairs are all ice. Aren't you going to salt them? And I'm like, no, I just got the Ring doorbell. I want somebody to call. It'll be
just
worth
trying to
the
get that.
insurance.
Just trying to get that funniest home videos money.
Fucking right, bitch. I'm like, wipe out with your kid in your hand. Just throw them in the bush.
Just throw them in a snowbank, man. We're gonna make some money.
Amazing. Just love
Not
that
to mention,
child.
I don't leave the fucking house. Why do I care if the stairs are icy? I'm not going outside. It's too cold.
Exactly. Ice is the worst though, because you just got no control. You're just like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
I've gone downstairs.
Oh yeah, once you're falling, you're fucking falling.
It's gonna be spectacular. There's gonna be rolling.
Yeah.
It's not gonna end nicely.
No.
You know that's a hard fall.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts.
There's gonna be that skid burn down your side.
Did I tell you about the time that I fell?
That road rash.
About the time that I fell down a staircase in front of 60 children?
No.
while I was teaching a dance workshop.
Graceful on your
fall. Stepped, rolled my ankle, forward rolled down 4 steps, and then just landed at the bottom. I'm like, oh, okay. Wow. And everyone's like, I'm like, everything's fine, it's okay. And I'm like, fuck, that really hurt, hey. I'm like, and I stood up and I'm like, everything's fine. And the workshop ended, everyone left. I lifted the leg of my pants. There was blood everywhere. I'd taken the biggest chunk out of my shin. It was disgusting. I'm like, everything's fine. Thank God the pants are black.
It's fine.
I've done a similar thing. There's an old a nightclub I used to go to at Parramatta Leagues Club. Don't judge me.
Oh.
And, all right, so there's this spiral staircase, and I got smashed and I fell down the fucking thing, and it was epic. And I actually have a friend who worked for their security team, and he actually showed me the footage on their security cameras.
Do you have a copy of the footage?
Please.
No.
Do you know what? Brooke, do you know what the worst staircase is? The one at Frostbites.
Oh God, no!
I've fallen down that staircase. There's a bar in town in the city that used to be called Frostbites, and it used to be all like the frozen alcoholic slushies.
And what city would this be?
Newcastle in New South Wales.
Okay.
And so you used to go there and get fucking hammered, but they have this staircase. It's like 4 sections with 5 steps on each section, and you go down. The amount of people that have eaten shit, including me, down that staircase because you were too pissed doing the full Anna Nicole. Chips, like that's what it was like. It was not a kid.
I took one of the most major falls of my life on a flat sidewalk on New Year's Eve. It was a level sidewalk. It was dry pavement, and I just went down and
I've done that too, Vera. I was walking
my
across a
teeth
bridge,
went through my
actually.
lip. I had to go get.
Oh,
Derp.
I
Listen.
fell like on a bridge and had like all this
Sorry.
like gravel in my hands. I had to get it scrubbed
Yanked my
out
earpod out.
at work the
There's
next day.
nothing
It was
worse than-
horrific.
Oh,
I
I
still went
hate
out clubbing
gravel.
that night.
I
I just had a
just
couple of drinks.
Vera, if I was there, I just want you to know I love you, but I would not have been able to check on you until I was able to breathe again.
You would not have been alone because lots of people who love me were laughing. But strangers from all over were like, "Are you
Of course.
okay? Oh my God, are you okay?"
Yeah,
Meanwhile, your
strangers
friends
are always
just
the
stand
ones
there
to go, "Are
laughing
you
their ass
okay?"
off.
Your
You can
friends and
always
family are
depend
like,
on the
"You're fine."
kindness of strangers.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm like, all the times that I've fallen or, done something crazy or been hurt, everybody's laughing. Like, I'm laughing too. Like, it's funny. I don't.
You can tell who loves you the most by who laughs the loudest when you fall over.
That's true.
Okay.
Truth.
Just saying.
So that being said, if anyone has a video, some fall videos, send them in because we love a bit of
I love
Schadenfreude
watching
and
people
laughing at
bust
other people's
ass.
pain. Look,
Hey,
I
Kathy.
could fall down some steps tonight. You never know. I
and
will
I'll
go
get
live.
that shit on video for you guys.
I will
get
go
it on
live
video.
tonight from
Yeah.
Maitland Jail and give you guys a little update. But until
Got to do.
Sunday
Until then,
slash
though,
Monday,
let's get our scary stories in, Stevie. Go.
yeah.
So
So
that time.
yeah, still got time. If you want to, well, it's technically over
Actually,
for
it's
Australia,
over.
but if we've still
But
got
if you've got
time,
one, send
if
it.
you have something, you can send it through to us at myuncensoredradio@gmail.com. We will be dropping a spooky Halloween special as well as a review for Halloween Kills. So if you got a lot of feelings like some of our panelists do about A, a movie, or B, Halloween in
Gay
general,
superhero.
please check it out. Otherwise, we will see you next week, kids. It's been
Next
real.
week?
Oh, and check out our
Nick,
interview with Joanne.
It's coming up in 2 weeks' time, but we'll have a trailer for Joanne. She's coming up. There's lots coming your way from Uncensored Radio. So we will see you next week. Keep it tight. Don't fall over. We love you.
Next week.
Bye.
And it's